The drone technology has experienced huge growth in recent years, and experts tell us it's only the beginning. Its features and applications can revolutionize the way we live, creating millions of jobs in the process. Following the current trend, drones will flood all aspects of daily life in the short term. Amazon is already experimenting with the delivery of its products by air, an initiative that would reap almost immediate success. Are you ready for what drones will mean in the very near future? This is exactly what we will be checking out on today's episode, Drones, and everything there is to know about them. Kindly subscribe to this channel if you're new here. Hit the notification bell also so you won't miss any video episode. What are drones? A drone is an unmanned aerial vehicle. Who controls them? They can be controlled by pilots from the ground or, increasingly, autonomously after a pre-programmed mission. Some drones are equipped with a GPS system that allows them to return to the point where they started their flight. Most drones are operated with radio control, but they can also be controlled and programmed using a tablet or a smartphone to program their trip using software programs. In recent years, the use of drones has grown rapidly because, unlike manned aircraft, drones can remain in the air for many hours. Did you know that a British Zephyr drone in development just broke the world record by flying more than 82 hours non-stop? Now you do. They're also much cheaper than military aircraft and are flown remotely, so there's no danger to the flight crew. History of drones. What's the history behind drones? Is it safe to say that they're a 20th century product? Drones are not something new. The oldest drone example was developed after the First World War and was used during the Second World War to train anti-aircraft gun operators. For this reason, it was named Air Target. However, it is not until a little more than the end of the 20th century that drones operate by radio control with all the characteristics of autonomy. Shape, size, and general price range of drones. Drones can be recognized and classified based on their shape alone. As a result of this distinct feature, there are drones that look like an airplane, others that resemble a helicopter, and, the most popular, known as four-propeller drones. Let's explore the benchmark size of drones that are available. Within the models for business use, most drones are medium in size, weighing no more than 5 kilos, and can be equipped with thermal sensors, GPS, 4K cameras, among other extra tools depending on the activity to be carried out. How about the price? The prices of these drones generally range between $1,000 and $10,000. In the field of entertainment drones, the market is much broader, since there are from toy drones, which can cost between $20 and $40, to racing drones or to do stunts, which are generally made of carbon fiber with interchangeable parts that can reach up to 120 kilometers per hour. The costs of the latter are between $280 and $2,000. Cheap, right? For the average consumers, the king of drones, of which is the bestseller on Amazon, is the UD U42W model of the Petrol brand, a lightweight drone with a very comfortable price around $90. Types of drones. These unmanned aerial vehicles are of various kinds, and so we will be checking out the different types of drones in the market today and their selling point. You might just be moved to get one, don't you think? Toy quality quadcopters. These are the most widely distributed and available drones on the market. It can cost you as little as €30 to start flying. They are usually very small, usually no larger than the size of the palm of your hand. They are very light and shock resistant, but tend to have very little power and speed compared to the other drones on the list. They usually use brushed motors. They can be flown indoors and are good for beginners. Basic micro quadcopters. They are otherwise called the toy drone. They are great for complete beginners to learn the basic skills of controlling a drone using the control joysticks of a radio control that is normally included, because these little devices are usually capable of withstanding harsh punishment. There are hundreds of different micro quadcopter models from many well-known brands. Some of them come equipped with poor quality cameras that are generally not very useful. The resolution is usually so low that they do not take good photos or videos and normally cannot be used for FPV. As a general rule, it can be said that it is difficult to find something below €150 that has a camera with a moderately passable quality. FPV microquads. These microquads are more advanced and come equipped with FPV. They use identical components and radio, RX, and video, VTX, receivers, only smaller than the larger quads. The transmitting equipment of radio TX and the FPV goggles used are also the same. Hubsan. There are inexpensive plug-and-play models designed for beginners requiring no soldering tools and virtually no knowledge of electricity, electronics, mechanics, or programming. Many of you will be saying, "This is mine," because I don't know anything about all that. Relax, you're watching this video precisely to learn everything you need. Racing drones. Also known as mini quads, racing drones are designed for speed, maneuverability, and resistance to impacts. They do not usually measure more than 200 or 250 millimeter diagonally, but they are capable of flying at 200 kilometers per hour. Unlike toy quadcopters, building a mini quad can be a bit more complicated. The racing drones are equipped with onboard cameras that allow the pilot to see what the drone sees in the first person. Do-it-yourself montage. Most racing drones are DIY builds. For people unfamiliar with electronics, the learning curve may seem too steep, but many people have found that building your own quadcopter can be just as much fun as flying it. You get the parts you want, install and configure the software, and finally adjust it to fly the way you want. Ready-to-fly kits. These type of drones are a relatively inexpensive way to start flying and a good training platform for beginners. If you don't like building and want to race, you can also buy an RTF kit. Bear in mind that buying something that is already assembled implies that the possibilities of repairing or modifying it are greatly reduced. Aerial filming platforms. This is a multi-rotor with high reliability and load capacity. The drones used as aerial filming platforms have a great load capacity to carry high-resolution video or photography cameras and other equipment incorporating the complex handling of them while the device is in flight. They are typically more expensive than hobby-type drones and are often equipped with sophisticated GPS navigation technology. They weigh about 1 kilogram to 1.5 kilograms and are sized to about 350 to 500 millimeters diagonally. The current usage trend of drones. At first, drones were used only in the military field as combat vehicles, but today they are used in activities such as civil protection, cartography, package delivery, border surveillance, citizen security, crop inspection, fire prevention, infrastructure review, healthcare, and advertising, as well as in film and television. Drones have become so versatile that even in the countryside, in the field of agricultural industry, there are drones capable of spraying faster and with less risk to humans compared to traditional manual or aerial spraying models. In addition, these new devices allow much more precise crop mapping as well as better practices in data capture and analysis. Impressive! In the film industry, there are drones capable of capturing images in 4K, even in slow motion. Its possibilities are very wide when thinking about camera movements, giving a boost to new creators who previously had to rent a gigantic crane to make some types of shots. In soccer, the man who introduced this tool to football was David Powderly, coach of Charlton Athletic, a UEFA licensed team from the 3rd Division of English football. This man uses drones in his training sessions to be able to see the plays more clearly and to give more accurate instructions. Barcelona contacted him to use this technology in their game strategies. Drones that record well. If we were to reveal the qualities of drones that record well, would you be interested? Drones that record well are those that have good image quality and good stability in the air. How do you determine a drone with good image quality? In this vein, we will look for drones that have a high-definition camera. A drone with a full HD or 4K will work perfectly. And for the stability feature, stick with drones that possess a technology such as gimbal or optical stabilizers, so as to achieve perfect stability despite the wind and speed. The leaders of drones. The countries that move the drone business the most are the United States, China, and the most industrialized territories in Europe such as France, Germany, and Spain. The United States currently has more than 90,000 drone pilots certified by the FAA. However, the issue of regulations is not fully defined and generates contradictions with respect to the advances that are proposed for the future. The companies that move the market the most are DJI Innovation from China, Parrot from France, and 3D Robotics based in California. Despite the fact that Latin America is still a market to explore, efforts are being made to incorporate this technology in the region. Regulations for the handling of drones. Each country has adopted its regulations on the use of drones at the recreational level. However, to make commercial use of drones, special permits must be requested in each of the territories. There are countries like France that have adopted more liberal policies. However, in places like Morocco, the use of drones is prohibited, and if a flight is detected, the drone will be seized. In Colombia, the use of drones is not yet regulated. However, the Civil Aeronautics issued a circular which gives guidance for the use of drones recreationally. In order to fly a drone for commercial use, which includes capturing photos or videos for audiovisual products, the person must have a driver's license issued by a place authorized by the Civil Aeronautics. The future. Surely they have asked you, like many of us, what the drones of the future will be like, or those that already incorporate technology of the future. If 10 years ago most of us did not know what a drone was, the reality is that today it is rare that one does not have one of those small devices or knows someone who does. And this is only the beginning. The racing drones are going to evolve to the extent of gathering more and more followers and applications. According to an investigation by the data analyst company Business Insider's Intelligence, in 2021 there will be more than 67 million of these artifacts flying all over the Earth, exactly 10 times more than there were in 2015. The DJI Phantom 4 Pro brings features that seem to come from the future, such as the ability to navigate obstacles autonomously, the image recognition system, the tap-fly system, the follow me system so that the device follows us wherever we go, or the smart system. These are the applications of the drones that are rapidly evolving. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell-like notification to stay updated.